of a pair of shoes. That's what it's like to date a 25-year-old. You go out with a 45, 50, they want more than shoes.
I need a cloud sofa, please.
I need a new boiler.
It's only $11,000 I need.
fix
Something I
my
like to
roof?
sleep on it.
Not the roof. Yeah, that's grown-up stuff.
That's
That's grown-up
grown-up.
responsibility.
Because we want houses and things with roofs.
That ain't sexy at all.
We don't have a 4-roommate plan. I'm sorry.
Well, I gotta get estimates for this pussy.
Yes, you do. It's worth it.
I gotta see contractors for this pussy.
Okay, but can we discuss this though? No, like seriously. This is a real thing. Because, you know, I found
We know you found something.
I can remember a time in my life where there was an insinuation plan, where I was insinuating the wants and the needs and, you know, hinting at it. And I just don't have the patience for it anymore. Like, I'm not insinuating it. You see something, say something.
Yeah, we're more vocal about what it is that we want instead of throwing hints. You
Our
know.
old ass has become, they call us beggars when we do that.
This is what I'm trying to say.
They talk about
I don't think it's a matter of
why
being
you telling me you
beggars.
need a roof? You're supposed to be independent, have your own
You
roof.
can't pay for your own roof?
I'm like, they about to pay for my flight, pay for my shoes, I pay for my makeup, I got my hair done. Like, I did a lot of things. Like,
Well,
I just
then,
need a roof
well,
for me.
if you're gonna be under the roof, if you're gonna be up under this roof,
Oh, there's that.
There's that part.
you need to take care of the roof.
And now, is that visiting
I mean-
up under the roof?
Or if he's staying under it,
At any point?
well, if he getting something
My
up
kid
under
up
the
under
roof,
the
if he
roof.
getting something up under the roof, then. But you know what? I think it just depends on the individual man, because a real man wouldn't even look for you to ask that. They would automatically,
They see what's going on.
yeah.
See
If they
something, say
see,
something.
if they see, oh, she ain't got no groceries, or if they see something needs
They
to
see
be
ain't got no
done.
groceries, they need to leave because that means I'm doing really bad.
But-
I'm not going to be a good companion.
Well,
It's just all bad if I ain't
But
got
I'm
no
just saying,
groceries.
in general, if they see
yeah.
something is lacking, well, I would just say that's been my experience. If they saw
They should,
that
yeah.
there was something,
They make it happen.
because it's for their comfort as well. When they come and visit, they want, you know.
See,
they
but
want to
okay,
be
but let's
comfortable
talk
as
about
well.
that, right? Because I think that there's levels to this, right? I think there's levels to everything. So, like, when you talk, because I've had these conversations, I've heard these conversations, and one of the biggest challenges is establishing the level of the desire or the expectation, I should say, right? Because there are some women that he brings groceries every time he comes to the door. My man's taking care of me. My cable's paid. I've got gas in my car. My mani-pedis are handled.
You know what
but
it
that may
is?
not be your need.
I was going to say,
Well.
like, that kind of stuff just seemed, and that maybe I seem like an ingrate because I'm not trying to be, but I feel like I'm a smart woman and I can figure out a mani-pedi and Wi-Fi and stuff like that. I'm not trying to be funny, but I can figure those things out.
Yeah,
and if I
well-
can't, then y'all check me in somewhere.
Well, at this age,
Like I'm come on
At
now.
this
I
age,
can
you should
sell
already
some
at that
clothes,
point.
make something,
Well,
do a
yeah.
job. I can do a lot of things. I'm not getting ready to sit up.
But I think for the man, though, to your point about, the man sort of making an assessment and then taking action, he kind of has to know what he's dealing with.
Okay, so forget all that.
Right?
What about dating older
Right.
versus dating a younger guy?
Because that's
So-
a huge part of it, too.
That's a huge part of it. So, like an older guy, what are the pros of that? What would you say?
well, for me, it's kind of hard to find an older man who still has the energy.
Yes.
The same stuff that they put on us, the same standards, the same things that we have for them. But I think we just don't hold them accountable like they do us.
Right.
So my issue is finding someone that's my age, that looks as good, that's fit, that enjoys having fun, that's not complacent.
You got a long ass
So no, I'm just saying versus
So-
comparing that to a younger. Now I'll admit I've never dated anyone younger, but I will say that I have been entertained and it's been fun to be around them. They keep me
met
going.
younger guys. I know a couple people that are younger.
But do you? But
No, but I'm just saying I dated younger. But I dated and married a younger guy who had a very old soul. That's what people didn't realize. Like people were like, you old lady. I'm like, he the old one. Shit, I'm the one ready to turn up. This one be like, we gotta be somewhere. I was,
Right.
You know? So I'm just saying, I don't know. It just depends on what. I'm not against younger guys, but they can't be babies, right?
Yeah, they have
can't
to be self-sufficient.
Yeah, they
for
can't
sure.
be sagging, and they can't be,
And they're out there.
the older ones?
The younger ones, they're definitely
mature?
out there. Yes.
Yeah.
And this is where I say, age is, when people say age ain't nothing but a number, well, it depends, because this 55-year-old, I can't come up them steps. That's what I have to say. No, when that age ain't quite, but I do believe that it is a mindset, because I find myself having to, I feel comfortable being around younger people because it gives me that, I'm comfortable with them. But then when I am around someone my age and the interest is different.
Right.
So it can be boring.
For me, the hard part is conversation, because younger guys often they're just talking about all this gen pop stuff. And I'm like, I don't care about what happened to the latest rapper. I mean, no offense, I love rap, but I don't care about their lives. I don't want to gossip about
There's too many
whose
things
mama
out there
took his
anyway.
motorcycle or whatever y'all may be talking about. I don't care about that.
Now, let me ask you a question. What is your age range for younger? How much younger do you go?
I mean, I would date someone in their 40s.
Okay.
I don't want 30-something.
Okay.
Now, first of all, I have a rule, too, about my sons. Like, my oldest son is old in his 30s, so I'm not getting ready to have a guy younger than my son or his age.
Right.
God forbid. No, I don't want that. And I feel like it's rude to my sons. I'm so picky about guys because of my boys.
Yeah. You have boys.
I can't even date right.
Yeah,
I be
you
looking
have
at guys like,
Is my son gonna
I'm
be
like, my
okay
son
with
gonna
this?
like you. And I'd be like, I know one son ain't gonna like you.
Yeah.
You might not make the phone number you ain't getting the phone number. This is right.
Right,
This is my
right.
kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how about you? If you, because you said you never dated younger, what's the highest you would consider or lowest you would consider for age range?
The lowest. Definitely in their 40s. But again, it depends on the conversation. It depends on the chemistry. It depends on what we have in common. Because I do believe that they could teach me some things, and I can teach them some things, right?
Facts, yeah.
So you have to be open to receive and be okay without discrimination.
Like how to damn record a message on your phone.
Well,
like,
just
little
this kind of stuff, period. Like,
This little
just
stuff.
technology.
Yesterday, somebody sent me a voice note, and I was like, I had to Google it. I was like,
Yeah.
record, I'm getting back. And I was like, so yeah, I totally agree with what you just said. Yeah.
Right.
Because I've learned how to do it.
Right.
But yeah, I
So
do.
the younger ones know that stuff.
Yeah.
I actually have never dated anybody younger than me, like more than a few months or a year.
That's good.
I've always dated older.
All right, y'all.
for sure.
I'm going to
mature.
find someone
For
my
sure,
age.
always.
I like it.
No, yeah, for sure. I've always dated
Like
someone
everybody's
older than me.
too old acting. They slow.
Yeah, I
Knees and
can't
shit
do
don't
that.
work. Mine don't work. So how we both not gonna have no good knees? We gonna sit in the
Right.
wheelchair together?
Right.
Who pushing who?
Who's pushing who? No, I agree.
But it's funny that when we're younger, we're excited about looking older. You know what I'm saying? Like,
What do you mean?
when we were younger, it was
Oh,
always
yeah.
a good thing.
You want to be grown, yeah.
She looks. Well, you don't look like you're 15. You look like you're in your 20s, and that was a
tried.
thing. But now, when you're older, it's like youth is the thing. So it's interesting how
how it flips.
things
Well, I
shift.
think for our ages we look amazing.
I do too, and I think it needs to be known, and it needs to be advertised. It needs to be marketed because
will
we're
be.
not. Yeah,
I definitely think our generation is redefining
Absolutely.
maturity and what it means to be mature. I mean, I always knew that. I remember being younger, thinking about hip hop and thinking, these dudes are going to be 60 on stage rapping. And I could not fathom it. And now to see like LL
It's
Cool
happening.
J. Have you seen him perform lately?
He dope. Because they're in shape.
That
Yeah.
man has some stamina. And
What
I'm
about,
like,
wait, have you seen Method Man?
I mean, Method Man is just, that's a whole nother thing.
They got him
Like,
Enigma. I
yeah.
think he's been somewhere locked in a chamber, somewhere preserving
Him and Pharrell. And not that they're the same age, but
yeah, Pharrell, for
Pharrell
sure.
is like a vampire. I don't know
he
what
looks really
fountain of
good.
youth he's been drinking from the last 10 years, but 20 years.
Boy, he got it.
But our generation as a whole, I think we are redefining what it is to age and to mature and I think how we approach life. Like we're still so young.
Yeah.
I see like a lot of the TikTok people with their mamas, and you can't tell which one is the
don't
mama
know
and
who's
which
the
one
mother,
is the
yeah.
daughter.
yeah. I mean, speaking of social media, that's how I became viral.
Right.
I established a platform because I didn't see myself on social media. And I think, again, going back to people my age not embracing social media and it's a devil. But that's how I went viral, because I wanted to see somebody that looks like me. I use my platform to talk about wisdom, maturity, just being accepted, but showing a different light on what this 50 looks like versus what it looked like, what my mom and my grandmother's 50 looks like.
Can we talk about down to earth? Let me tell you what happened. So we were at the restaurant. All kinds of stuff happened at
my God, that night.
We went to Waffle House on on the maiden voyage to Waffle House at 3 a.m. Bad decisions all around. So we were sitting at the bar trying to order our food. Somebody puked walking in.
Oh, no.
It was just bad. It was all bad. So anyway, the point being, they didn't tip. The whole big table of like 12 people didn't tip the waitress. She heard it. She ran out in the parking lot, was like, I know y'all coming back to tip this woman. I was like,
Yeah.
that's the down-to-earth stuff I like.
Because I feel like our generation, we are afraid of the young people, but I like to create the environment for them to be comfortable. Right? So that was easy for me to do, and you saw how quick they were to come back in.
They came back in like, we're sorry.
What y'all doing? Because I believe in the village.
Me, they
we were in the village. We grew up that village.
The village,
you know what I'm saying?
exactly.
So it's like,
we take care of
like
our own.
a lot of older people are afraid of them because they can be, but they see me as the like I say, the modern day Huxtable. So I went out there and I was like, okay, so y'all wanted a picture. I gave y'all the picture. I know y'all not gonna leave this lady hanging. I said, I know. And I went to all their cars and they were like, well, what's going on, Miss Rowe? And I was like, y'all don't know this lady's story. Y'all don't know if she got 5 kids, she got a deadbeat daddy, baby daddy. I gave all of that. And they were like,
they came back in there looking.
Get a lady.
Yeah, she just works hard to serve you.
Exactly. I said, I don't know what
shame.
But the point is, I always, when it comes to tipping, I always put a story in the back of my head. Like, that's what they live off of. I don't know their story.
That's right.
But I always tip. And it's a matter of teaching these kids, like, this is
how we do it.
This is how we do it. Now, they probably
and you
don't
show
have
that our
anybody
generation does, and by her going in, it'll never, that lesson will stick with them forever.
Absolutely.
Right. That was definitely
And that's the thing. Like I love Gen Zs and millennials a lot. Like I really get into them. Because I think about how disruptive our generation was. Like we changed the game. These kids are still trying to do what Jay does, what Puff does, what even Pharrell does, just what he did with Louis Vuitton, right, exactly. But we still create culture moments, right? So we were disruptors, and our parents didn't understand. They were like, "What is going on? Why are they acting like that?" Right? And I don't know if you guys remember that Pepsi commercial, "The Choice of a New Generation," with the Berlin Wall. When and these kids don't know what the Berlin Wall is, but please Google it, y'all. Like we had encyclopedias, and they were outdated because they were my grandmama's encyclopedias because my mama couldn't afford them, and so I was getting
I still have
my book report.
You know I'm old school. I still have encyclopedias.
Yeah,
but just so you know,
whole set.
They go out of date because new information comes. And
right,
so my mama was like, you could just use those encyclopedias and the information was just wrong and I was getting D's.
Yeah.
So but now y'all have Google. So go on and Google the Berlin Wall. But nonetheless, I think about like how disruptive our generation was and our parents were forced to understand it. And so I don't want to be that generation that's like, what is that music? I don't get it. Or they don't know how to act. I just, and it's so easy to fall into that.
Yeah. I can't get out. No, we adapt to their stuff, though, right?
I think we do.
We cooler.
But I think sometimes we forget that we were their age.
That's right.
And we want to put all these stipulations and hold them up to a certain standard when we have to be reminded, listen, we effed up. We did a lot of things. And we should we should be able to understand.
That's right.
Like I still like hip hop. I don't understand some of the stuff they saying.
Right.
It's not
new
even
stuff. It's about the beat. For
is it even hip hop anymore?
No,
what do they
call
it?
That anymore.
Look, here I go.
What is it called?
What, Skrilla?
I don't know what it is.
I mean, I think those are types of subtypes
Genres.
of hip hop.
Skrilla.
No, I think it's still hip hop.
No, what's it called?
That's what I'm saying.
Screwed. I mean,
chopped and
you telling me
screwed?
something.
What are you trying to say?
No, it has a word.
But
the rappers in
the
Chicago
kids watching
and
right
stuff
now
do
is
it.
like, Lord have mercy, what are they talking about?
But they know.
Yeah.